Got you. It's okay. I won't hurt you. I wanted to get a closer look at you. I've been hearing you these past few nights. Running through the walls. Running through the hallways. I swear, I could even hear you running under the bed. I thought, maybe it's just another mouse. They sneak in sometimes. I'm sure everything is fine. But then last night, I woke up because I heard something. A voice. A voice that I didn't recognize. Emma and the others, they've been coming to check up on me occasionally. I've been sick for a while, but I'm sure you knew that already. I knew that it couldn't be any of them. I thought, maybe it's just the last bit of a dream I was having. So I opened my eyes. But the voice didn't stop. It actually got a bit louder. Like it was coming closer to me. Yet it was still so soft and quiet. I could barely hear what it was saying. I sat up, looked around, and I thought that my fever had gotten worse. I thought that I was having a hallucination. Mom said that when I was younger, I had a fever that was so bad, I actually started hallucinating. I was screaming that bats were attacking my face. I don't remember it very well, of course. But I do know that since then, I haven't had any other incidents like that. Last night I thought it was happening again. I blinked as many times as I could, rubbed my eyes, shook all of the sleepiness out of my body. But you were standing there, on the nightstand, right next to my bed. You were using a thimble to fish water out of my water glass. You stopped when you heard me moving, and you looked right at me, and I wasn't sure if I should be amazed or horrified. After all, a tiny person like you, sitting right on the rim of my water glass? It seemed absolutely impossible. Yet there you were. You were staring at me and I was staring at you. I tried to open my mouth to speak, but no words came out. I had no idea what to say to you. And I think that probably scared you, didn't it? You probably thought that I was going to try to grab you, or that I would scream and call someone else to see you. Is that what you thought? I'm sorry. I really am so sorry for that. I never wanted to frighten you. I was trying to find a way to say hi to you. I've read stories about creatures like you. Tiny people living in the walls of houses and taking things that humans don't need. You're called borrowers, right? So the stories are true. Have you been living in this house for a long time? You have. I never noticed you. I guess since people don't often come to this room, since it's so rare nowadays for any one of us to get sick, you've probably been living here, right? Under the furniture or in the walls? As fascinating and as incredible as that is, does it ever get lonely? I don't mean to assume. No, I didn't mean to assume that you were all by yourself. It's just, when I caught you, you were so scared. I know that because of my size compared to yours, I must be absolutely terrifying. I understand that, I do. But you didn't call for help. You didn't try to get away from me. You didn't call out to anyone, even though you were scared. It was almost like you had accepted whatever was about to happen. From what I know, people only do that if they have nothing else to do. If they have no one else they can reach out to for help. After all, if I was in trouble, if I was scared, I'd call out for my mom or my siblings. You didn't do that, though. You struggled for a moment, but then you quickly gave up. I thought at first that maybe it was because you trusted me. Maybe I was being careful enough to not frighten you completely, but now I have to wonder if it's because you had nowhere else to run to. No one else to call for help from. Is that the case? Oh. I'm so sorry. So, your family, they left to try and find a safer place for you all to live, but they never came back? How long ago was that? Maybe it's just taking them a while. How long ago was it? It was the first time that I got sick. You've been here in this room for that long? That was years ago. Even someone of your size, they should have been back by now. I'm so sorry. And you look like you're about my age. How old are you? You've lost track of time? I guess that does make sense. After all, if you're living in the walls, there's no real good way to tell how many days are passing. Still, you must have been so young when they left. And you were all alone, all the years that they were gone? Mostly alone. What do you mean by that? Really? Sometimes you would go to the nursery and check on the babies? You felt safe around them? That does make sense. After all, that's the smallest a human can possibly be. And I can only imagine that if they woke up and saw you, they wouldn't scream. They wouldn't try to hurt you. They'd just watch you. And they'd probably be absolutely delighted by seeing you. Did that at least make it easier for you? Seeing all of them, being around them. Did it help? That's good. It might not have helped a lot, but even just a little bit is nice, right? You still want more than just that? You could have more if you wanted it. I can't speak for my siblings, but I would love to have you around more. I'd love to be able to see you more than just randomly at night and only when I'm recovering from sickness. If you wanted, when I'm finally well enough to leave, I could take you back to our room, the one that we all share. I know that the little ones probably aren't ready to see someone like you. They might get a bit excited and tell Mom. I'd like to think that she would like you, but I'm not so sure sometimes. Not to mention the little ones might be a bit too eager and they might try to grab you for a hug, not understanding that that could hurt you. But there are a few other older kids. I'm sure they'd be just as happy to see you, if not more so. After all, they read the same books that I did. They know about creatures like you. And my sister, Emma, she's always longed to see a giraffe. I've heard that it's a creature with a very long neck. It's probably as tall as this house. I bet she'd love to see someone who is as small and as quick as you. It would be incredible. Only if you want to, of course. I don't want you to feel pressured. But if you do want more, if you do want someone to help you with the loneliness, we're all a family here. And you live here too. So we would be more than happy to treat you as our family, if you wanted that.